Imagine publishing a video start to finish in 45 minutes and the video goes on to drive hundreds of views per hour with no signs of slowing down. Now, it's not even been 24 hours and I look here and my channel currently has driven 7,722 views, and the video in question continues to really kick some serious butt. Over 5,200 views, and I did a few screen captures because I need to break down exactly what happened. And this is a follow-up to a video I published a few weeks ago, really simple, stupid videos that get a lot of views. So in this video, my goal is to give you some very simple and free tools, but more importantly, the methods. Because it's the methods that are truly so important. It's not the tool. So if we jump in, you can see this morning, the video in question was driving over 200 views per hour. And here's the video itself. You can see I searched for YouTube monetization, and the video is really doing exceptionally well. Now, one of the tools that I've really been appreciating lately is vidIQ. And here's why. You don't have to pay anything to get access to some powerful tools that can really help you understand this: the topic, the title, and the thumbnail. See, the thing is there are so many things you can spend your time on, but if they're not really that important, then sadly you won't get any views. Now, what's really cool is what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you so many ways. I think this is going to be one of my best videos. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, my name is Brian. It's all about YouTube, so let's really dive in. And because I've installed the free plugin from vidIQ, I can see this: 239 views per hour. This is super helpful. I can't wait to show you some more ways to really understand how to use this data, again, to pinpoint the right kind of video to make to ensure you don't spend the time, the energy, and so on to publish a video that's totally a dud. Now, furthermore, check out 4.8x. That's the performance of this video compared to what my channel typically does. And by the way, this is totally normal. A lot of the videos you're going to publish, they might do okay, but these methods will dramatically improve the likelihood that you make it happen. And you can see here, views per day, 5,528. That's a prediction at this point because the day is still happening. It hasn't even been one day for this particular video, and it just shows how powerful the right kind of topic is. But again, how do you really figure it out? Well, it's not really this SEO score here. I wouldn't worry too much about that. It's much more based on just the topic and some other things you actually do in the video. Let's kind of continue here. Let me show you how this works. And Nick Nimmin is such a great example here. Notice this video was uploaded just 20 minutes ago at the time of this recording, maybe 2 hours ago, and he's doing great. This is a really, really hot topic, and you want to pay attention to other channels on YouTube, and you want to see what they're covering. Now, in this case, I actually beat Nick to the punch, and I almost didn't film this video, but I'm so glad that I did. And furthermore, you'll see this additional score here, 62 out of 100, overall score high. And this is really based on competition and the amount of volume, the amount of people that are interested. And this, again, just is helpful to understand if this makes sense to target. But it's really all about those views per hour that I mentioned earlier. And here you can see this is my video. When you click into a video on YouTube and you watch it, you're going to get this score here, the outlier score. And this is basically how many more views this particular video is getting than the channel normally gets. In this case, I'm getting more than 5 times the performance. Fantastic. A couple other things are really important to pay attention to. One is the engagement. The more engagement, the better. And then again, those views per hour. And this can really be used in some neat ways to really identify how channels are really gaining success, I want to bring your attention to one of my friends, Rob the Mayor Timer. And you know what? Like me and Rob, we serve a similar audience. We talk about similar things, and we don't view it as competition, but we do want to be aware. Let me kind of show you how we're covering similar topics, and we're both doing pretty good with the right kind of video topics and titles. Here's the thing, I can't wait. In just a few moments, I'm going to show you the titles and how to dial them in with a free tool, but we need to start here. So the first thing I want to draw your attention to is to really look for these icons here that are either red or blue, and you're gonna see the X factor. This is 22X factor, 20 times the views that are typical for his channel, and in 3 weeks, 86,000 views. That is absolutely incredible. And he mentions, you know, what happened when my friends found out I'm a YouTuber. More important than that is this video is gaining 78 views per hour. Those kind of views really add up, especially on a video that was published weeks ago. When you go in and you start poking around with the vidIQ plugin, you can identify videos that were published, again, a week, 2 weeks ago. And if they're still driving a lot of views either daily or hourly, then you know it's a great topic that you might want to cover yourself. And if we look at this video here, if your video gets less than 500 views, do this. Now, this is a hugely popular topic. And furthermore, the title is always the same on my channel, on Rob's channel, and by so many other YouTubers that are covering this particular topic by leveraging the same title. Here's the thing, if you're like, I really want to talk about what I want to talk about, me too, and I do. And this is just one of many methods that I use to ensure that I'm moving forward and I'm getting views. Leveraging these kind of free tools really helps. And you can really kind of continue to dive in and really identify and qualify a video topic and title before you make the video. Here I search for the phrase or the title if your videos get less than 500 views, comma, do this, and notice there's Rob's video popping out. Now these are personalized results for my channel, and your results might be slightly different, but notice Rob's video did good, my video did good, we got more views than usual. This is only going to get so much more powerful, and I really hope you watch this whole video. Let's talk about how to leverage the power of ChatGPT for free to really dial in and be aware of what's happening. This is very, very cool. Check it out. I asked ChatGPT, give me a list of topics from Google Trends that are showing a surge in popularity and interest online and on YouTube specifically around the topic of YouTube growth, being a YouTuber, and more. And this is what we get. Here are some of the hottest trends right now around YouTube growth. YouTube Shorts and ChatGPT for YouTube. Interestingly, I mentioned my friend Nick, he published a video covering this same subject. It's almost like the YouTubers that are pretty successful really prioritize understanding what the audience is interested in right now. I know a lot of people want to make the video they want to make, and you should make that. But now and then when you make these kinds of videos, you're going to dramatically increase the likelihood you get more views. Here's another example, faceless YouTube channels and automation. This is a huge topic right now based on what's happening or what just happened with the YouTube monetization update. Because a lot of faceless channels are worried. What if they don't use their own voiceover? What if they use AI to create a voiceover? Because of that, they're searching, they're wondering, they want to know, and this might be a great video topic for me to cover. And yet I might not, because I don't know if it's really the ideal audience, and that's one of the things you want to think about. I serve people that want to create traditional videos with a phone, with a camera. They're on camera, they're creating their own voiceover, and they're doing maybe a bit of light editing. That's my audience, and that is definitely something to think about. But what you can do, and always, is dial in your video titles, and nothing is more important. And when it comes to ChatGPT, this next strategy is so very powerful. Every time I publish a video, I talk to ChatGPT, whether it's literally talking. Hey, what do you know about Brian G. Johnson's YouTube looping method?
The looping method that Brian G. Johnson talks about is a workflow strategy designed to help YouTube creators improve their content consistently without getting stuck in perfectionism. The idea is to focus on creating and publishing videos consistently and then reviewing the last video to pick one specific element to improve on in the next video. This could be something like improving thumbnails, editing, lighting, or audio. By making small incremental improvements with each new video, creators can gradually enhance their skills and content quality over time, all while maintaining a consistent upload schedule.
You know what's so interesting about that is I'm training YouTube and ChatGPT, I should say, with my strategies, and what it just broke down, the looping method by just focusing on one thing to improve on your next video, not getting too into perfectionism and simply trying to stay consistent with stupid, simple little videos is something that I've been really dialing in for years, and now ChatGPT knows that. And one of the things that I do is I educate it and I share what I want it to do. For example, I always mention my video titles need to be less than 55 characters. And this is something I really recommend you do as well. I'm going to reach over, grab a pen and a piece of paper, and really get clear on how you want to structure your YouTube video titles, because they absolutely need to incorporate two things, and maybe three if you count what we just mentioned, 55 characters, because you don't want your title truncated with a really long title. Statistically speaking, there have been studies that show that shorter titles typically perform better, but it doesn't mean that your title's going to do really well if it doesn't have these two things in. Number one is a keyword phrase, and it's not about YouTube search. It's just about understanding that a keyword phrase is really a topic, and when you focus on keyword phrases, topics that viewers are searching for and looking for, it makes it easier for the algorithm to connect all the viewers that have watched videos on that topic with other videos. It's why the video method I just shared with you, like the videos that Rob published and that I published, focusing on if your video gets less than 500 views, do this. Well, what do you think happens when thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers watch a video on that topic? And then another YouTuber releases another video leveraging the same very topic and title. The algorithm is going to be more likely to push that video in front of that audience, and when you have the right metrics, you're going to do well, one of which is your CTR. And your title is the easiest way to boost your CTR, which is ultimately how many people are clicking. So first, we really talked about the keyword phrase, right? And making sure that's included in your video topic. But you also can incorporate a compelling phrase. And when you tell ChatGPT to include two of these things, and you say, hey, I'm going to create a video about the new YouTube monetization update, and I want you to make sure you give me 20 titles that are based on including one, the keyword phrase like YouTube monetization or YouTube monetization update, that would be 3, and a compelling phrase based on fear or FOMO or desire. And the biggie is curiosity. Now, when you do that, you're just going to be far more likely to get a title back that not only the algorithm connects with those viewers, but the viewers are compelled to click on. And for me personally, this is so powerful, and we're just getting warmed up. I mean, seriously, what you're going to see, because this method will dramatically boost your watch time, and in about 1 minute, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. So we started here, what's going on? Why is this video getting so many more views? Well, people are clicking a lot more. That's the reason the subscribers of this video are clicking on it far more, because of the topic and the title. And then there's this really cool thing you can do with your thumbnails. And listen, your thumbnails can be literally a black box and a few words, and it'll blow up when you create your titles and your thumbnails based on what we're breaking down. So let's talk now about the thumbnail. And I'd love to get your feedback. Do you think this thumbnail did better? Or maybe this thumbnail? Notice it's just the words are changed. And all I'm using is a screen capture on your phone. Just take a screen capture, boom. And then add a few words to the thumbnail. And again, you want to think about those things I mentioned: curiosity, FOMO, desire. Think about really the emotion that someone is feeling around your topic, and you're going to be more likely to get more people to click. And when you do that, you're going to boost your watch time, which is the thing. Like when videos have more watch time, they're more likely to get more views. Here's another thumbnail, right? So far we have, they didn't tell you, easily missed, the clock is ticking, and one of those thumbnails did far better, driving 40% more watch time. Imagine 40% more watch time. You get monetized 40% faster when you use this particular method. Now, I make my thumbnails on Canva, and the way I do it, you can do this totally for free, because literally all you need to do is access Canva, and on the free plan you can add text, and that's what's most important. I don't upload thumbnails today that don't have text because I leverage another free tool, which we're going to get into. And now let's talk about the thumbnail and how to boost the watch time when you do add the right kind of text and you make 3 thumbnails. You see, that's the key. That's the reason why I had those different thumbnails, because they always get a much different result. Here you can see the result is very negligible. But the only difference is a change in color. That's not what you do. You want to really get different messaging in your thumbnail and your title based on fear, curiosity, FOMO, and so on. The one thumbnail that mentions they didn't tell you had a watch time share of 28%. Now, the next thumbnail, thumbnail number 1, has a watch time share of 33%. And that is easily missed. That's a big difference. That's a lot more watch time going to the first thumbnail talking about easily missed. But the winning was, and here it is, check this out, 28% watch time compared to 38.5. This is a preferred thumbnail, and I stopped the test because the difference between 28% watch time and 38% watch time is substantial. It's somewhere around 40%. If you know specifically, let me know, because I don't do math. I just know that's a whole lot more watch time, which is critical to getting more views. So I stopped the test, and then I made a change to the color of the text from blue to orange, and I slightly increased my watch time share again. This is so easy. When you're uploading your video, you can take a screen grab from your video, add some text using Canva for free, and then leverage this particular tool. I'm going to walk you through step by step exactly how to do that in just a bit, but let's kind of keep moving forward, because this is again, lots more goodness coming up. And now I've started a third test. So I'm testing and comparing thumbnails on a YouTube video that's blowing up and doing fantastic. And this is the thumbnail that I was able to generate for free using a free trial to another tool that it's just very interesting to see what's happening. And all I did was I had the idea for this particular video after looking at other videos and whatnot on YouTube. I didn't really necessarily steal a thumbnail. I just kind of came up with this concept after seeing different videos and thumbnails. And I mentioned, create a thumbnail with a charcoal background, a YouTube play button that's dissolving, and I want the word demonetized. And this is what I got in seconds. What excites me about this tool is it's really powerful, and I'm just scratching the surface. Now, then I went back and I said, I want you now to use the same image, but change the wording to the facts, and it nailed it. Now I'm doing the same thing. I've got 2 thumbnails that are brand new, testing against the winning thumbnail, and if you're wondering who's gonna win, I will update you by the time I publish my video. I'm super excited. And this is exactly how to really learn about your audience while boosting your views and your watch time. And here's why. Viewers are going to always kind of act a certain way around certain ideas and thoughts based around emotionally how they feel. I have used time and time again the phrase, even if you suck, and it always wins, across 5, 6, maybe 7 different videos, and they've always won. And that's because I think YouTubers just really connect more with, it's not working, I kind of suck, and they click. So here it is. I went ahead and started a new test, and the original winning thumbnail is present, and then I added the 2 new thumbnails, and the thumbnail tool I'm using is Pixels. Now this is a really powerful thumbnail tool, and I can't wait to play around with some of the other functionality because it does such a great job with putting your face into an image. When you recreate a thumbnail and then you add your face, and you don't have to take a photo, you do that at the beginning. I'll create a real deep dive on this particular tool as I learn more, but this is what I'm getting back with my free trial. And I'm excited because for a lot of people that spend a lot of money with a thumbnail designer, that might be $40, $25 per thumbnail, you can get a hold of this and you can generate 20 thumbnails in a month for pennies on the dollar. And I've got links to these tools in the description. Check them out. Here's what's truly important. It's not the tool. It's not that the tools don't work, it's what you enter and what you prompt ChatGPT for your video titles. It's why I really hope you use this method. This video on the screen now will help you to move forward and simplify the creation of your video so you can really kick butt. Check out that video. I'll see you there. You dig?